Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we have declared the L cluster an unbidden free zone. I don't think I stated that last episode, but we're stating it now. This is an unbidden free zone. So they're not allowed here anymore. We of course do want to continue bulking our fleet back up. We took some hits fighting the Unbidden off, but we have succeeded. And we did a lot of damage to them, actually. We're not really in a position to finish them off, to deal the death blow as it were, but we are in a position to defend our territory. Now we're going to want to push out over this way, but that's not going to be a thing just yet. We are going to need to build our starbase in Atraitus, and then we're going to have to head over this way. We'll need influence to be able to do that, and that's okay. We also are currently at exactly, well, negative 0.85. for our consumer goods. That's not necessarily ideal. We're also at -1 volatile motes, so those are things that we're going to need to work on, as well as our empire sprawl. Although our empire sprawl is improving, we'll say. It's not perfect by any means, but it's improving. So that's great. We are, of course, building our gateway over here, and we do currently have quite a lot of alloys that we're gaining per month. Over 1,000 per month now, so that is wonderful, and we do want to continue working on these reinforce fleet buttons. Now we know that we need 500 of each of our volatile motes and our exotic gases, so let's go ahead and just buy in 500 and 500, and I'm going to buy another 100 volatile motes. Okay, so that should be what we need there. So all we need now is alloys, in theory. In practice, it's going to be slightly different, but in theory, that's the way that that'll work. So that's all well and good. Datatalk still has low stability, and I mean, we do have luxury goods distributed here. Mostly as our approval rating that is not great. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, we're working on it. We are currently half pictling, so that's good. That's absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. We're still going a little bit negative on our consumer goods, and we will deal with that as soon as we get a good opportunity to. Now, this is a bureaucratic station. It's going to need a habitation district. It needs housing, not a job. So that will be just fine. This Forge World here, there's not a lot to be done here, actually. Not a lot at all. We could swap off of our fortress. I feel like that's not super necessary. That currently gives 4 soldier jobs. That's a lot of soldier jobs, actually. Yeah, that's a whole lot of soldier jobs. I think we're going to go to Cyto revitalization centers, but I'm not convinced that we're going to keep population on Heartsea 2 for now. I mean, our planet production is pretty good, don't get me wrong, but it's not really super expandable from there unless we wanted to expand the planetary sea. Now that's an option. We should do that. We should definitely do that. That would allow us to put in a city district, which would allow us to get another building slot. So we'll go ahead and do that. That will definitely be useful. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot to be done over there. We do want to continue to reinforce our fleet, of course. We've got about 93 months until our fleets are fully replenished. We're also keeping an eye on this fleet here. They're just kind of running around over here, not doing anything of note. Wait, are they jump driving? No, they're not jump driving. Okay. I was going to say, no, that's not a thing, though. We did finish up our gateway construction site over here, and to that end, we are actually going to disband this construction ship. We will get started on this gateway construction site as soon as we have the alloys. And what did I spend the influence on? Expanding the planetary sea. That's what I spent the influence on. Okay, well, we can actually cancel that. I think I'm done sneezing. Perfect. So we're going to build our starbase here, and then we'll expand to the planetary sea afterwards so that we're not wasting some of this time. We're going to have some wasted time here, I think. Yeah, that costs a total of 50, so we're going to have, like, not much wasted time, actually. So that's good. Our food just went down. Okay. I mean, we do have this refinery station here. For now, we should probably put in a habitation district, but I do think that we're actually positive on all of these. A habitation district does not give a job. So what we're going to do then is we're going to put in a chemical plant and a habitation district. There we go. Beautiful. This industrial world requires a job. There's a lot of expansion that can be done on this industrial world, and I like that a lot. We're going to put in an alloy megaforge for right now. Now, we're not going to be helping our food situation. We do need to continue to balance that, of course. And we've got this tech world here. This tech world, more than anything right now, requires a research complex. This tech world, same thing, research complex. This one, we can actually put in a research lab. So we're going to do exactly that. Beautiful. And that's all we've got for the moment. I'm hoping to find some more agriculture areas soon. Like some more agriculture expansion here. There's this agri world. This one is not super expandable. Although we could swap out this generator district, and in fact, we should definitely do that. We should replace these two generator districts with agriculture districts. That is absolutely something that should happen right now. Same with this one. This should be replaced with an agriculture district. That needs to happen. These were necessary back in the day, but they are not anymore. Similarly, this commercial zone could probably be dropped. For now, I'm not going to do that.
A new colony has been founded.
Excellent. Our Gruner system colony is ready to go, and we are going to put in our gene clinic there. We'll also put in a habitation district because that will be necessary.
They wish to
Cool.
speak with us.
A research agreement. Hard pass. We're not going to do that. That's not beneficial for us. Excellent. We're at 10k alloys. That does, of course, mean that we need to get our gateway constructing over here. There we go. And then we're going to use the rest of these alloys on reinforcing our fleet. 86,000 more alloys there. That's okay. Excellent. This Forge world here requires a system capital complex. That is absolutely fine, and we will do exactly that. This is, of course, also the location that we were going to expand the planetary sea. So let's just go ahead and get that queued up. This industrial world requires a job, and for right now, I'm actually going to go to a Cyto Revitalization Center. Cool. I do want to get our growth accelerated a little bit. Now we're largely at peace at the moment. Defense platform hull points is very fine. We're completely okay with that. Yep, this is all very okay. Excellent. So let's take stock a little bit on the status of the galaxy here. So the war in heaven is still ongoing. And the Unbidden are not running super amok. I feel like the Unbidden are largely under control. I mean, we did eliminate their most powerful fleet for them. So, yeah. You're welcome, Galaxy. You're welcome. That was our Nanite Actuators Edict expiring, and we absolutely want to re-up that. That's 10% research, so we'll go ahead and do that, exactly. We do need more volatile motes and exotic gases. That was always to be expected. Nothing going on in our colonies at this exact moment, and we're going to go ahead and build our mining stations in Atraitus, and then move over to Scott. Beautiful. Once we have our gateway built right next to the L cluster here, then, or rather right next to the L gate, then we're going to be in a much, much better position to defend the L gate. This will be finished in 980 days, so that's going to be a while yet, and that's okay. We're going to continue reinforcing our fleets. We need 78,000 alloys at this point to make that happen. Now, we could buy in some alloys. That would be okay. These guys are just running around over here, not doing anything of note. Which is fascinating. As our influence comes up, we are going to start looking at pushing out over this way.
Our port is under siege.
That's not our port, for the record. They're in their own port. They're okay. No worries there, just yet.
Technology secured.
Okay, excellent. That is energy weapon attack speed finishing up. Of course, we are set up right now to fight the Unbidden. We need to keep that in mind. We are not set up to fight generic enemies. We are very specifically geared to defeat Unbidden fleets. That's the Valdari Peacekeepers over there. Okay. They are still respecting our neutrality, shockingly. I'm surprised by that. Honestly, though, our fleet power is equivalent to theirs right now. Is that also the case with the Reconquerors? We're superior to the Reconquerors. Wow, okay. So we're more powerful than either of the Awakened Empires. That is a little insane, and we're just continuing to get more powerful every moment. I like it. That is fantastic. Let's go through our additional agri-worlds here and find locations like this. We'll replace this industrial district with an agriculture district. It's not super efficient to have that there. This is fine, as is. We could, of course, upgrade our alloy nanoplants. Since there's no jobs available, there's not really a good point to doing that at this moment. This is set up as an industrial world. This really should be a forge world. Okay. And this is a bureaucratic center here, yes. Okay, just double checking all of these. There are these 2 industrial districts that we could replace with agriculture. We will get those industrial districts reconstructed elsewhere. Because we do want those alloys, absolutely. That is a very, very big resource for us that we are incredibly interested in maintaining. I want to check our fleet status over here. The Diamond is actually maxed out. We're going to take them over to the Scott system. And we are, of course, going to continue reinforcing our fleets. The Bloodstone will be done fairly soon. It's lacking in 2 cruisers. Okay, but that's a bunch of destroyers and corvettes queued up. Wonderful. So all of our other fleets are still going to be defending up over here, and I'm not sure... Were we auto-saving there? It may have been. It was February 1st. I was like, why is the icon the busy icon? But it seems to be fine. I'm pretty sure that was an autosave. So we're going to use the Diamond Safite to move into the XT-81 Singularity, and we're going to take this right on back. We're not expecting major losses here. And a single fleet should be more than capable of dealing with their single fleets that are out here. Now, we're only going to take these one system at a time. And we're going to then construct our own systems here. We're just going to try to take all of these Unbidden systems that are out here, including, perhaps especially, this Tomb World system. Excellent.
Research complete.
So now we're going to go build our starbase in the XT-81 Singularity, and we are going to reinforce this fleet. And we're also going to hit the reinforce all button, of course. We need 65, almost 66,000 alloys to make that happen. We're quite negative in the consumer goods right now. That's slightly unfortunate, for sure. Just checking through these locations. This agri-world here requires a job, and this actually does not have a civilian industry, and it's maxed out on its agriculture districts, so we'll just go ahead and put in a civilian industry. That'll be just fine. And that'll help offset our losing consumer goods there. So that's good. We're a little bit negative on our volatile motes and exotic gases, and we are waiting for... They just popped through here with some 4 fleets. Indeed they did. We're going to go back and see if we can't relieve this a bit. Of course, the station over here is not fully upgraded yet. Now, do we expect to win this? That's a good question. I thought that we had a little bit more strength here, I'll be honest. Maybe their initial salvo did a lot of damage to us? Perhaps. I mean, we're going to do a lot of damage to them.
Lost with all hands. Fleet lost.
And our main fleet will pull back soon enough. It'll be here in 47 days at this point. But they came through here with a lot. There's no doubt about that. Okay. So we definitely need to retreat here.
Mining post lost.
And actually, I think they just blew up our Juggernaut. That's a little unfortunate. No, they didn't. Okay. Just checking. So they definitely came through here with a lot. Are they going to take out this station? Maybe. Here's the question. Do we have the Diamond Sufit actually move in and reinforce this? For now, let's simply enter orbit here. And we are going to need to bump this up to the full 230, which is now possible. So we could have this be like 7 and then 25 would be a possibility. We'll just go ahead and reinforce this for the moment. Yeah, I didn't expect them to come through with 4 fleets. Now, only 2 survived that. What is their plan here, though? That's the question. Their plan is to move on this starbase. So we're not going to upgrade this Citadel. We're just going to let this go. And we are then going to use those alloys to continue to reinforce the Diamond Sufit. That's actually already at full strength. So instead, we're going to need to wait on that until our fleets come back. We definitely took a bit of a beating there. There's no doubt about it. And these guys are still kind of running around over here. I'm actually going to cancel this construction, and we're going to move back to Scott for the moment. I don't want the extra dimensional armada to come back over this way at this exact moment. Okay, so they're going to hit this starbase, and they're going to take it, like, right away.
A station is under attack.
That's okay.
Our starbase
They came through here with a lot more force than I was expecting them to muster in one go, but good. That's fair enough for them. That's absolutely fair enough for them. So when are our ships going to be back? Very soon. Cool. So we're going to need to buy in alloys. I think that's very clear. We're going to buy in as many as we can afford. Cool. And then we're just kind of waiting and seeing. Now, we don't know what's going on, really, in Terminal Egress at this moment. Previously, they didn't go and attack Wodriax, but we should not assume that that's going to be the case. We should absolutely not assume that. We'll keep an eye on it. For now, I just want to keep an eye on it. So these guys are coming back at Haven Sky. That's perfect. We're going to immediately begin constructing additional ships. Terraforming on Detatok has finished faster than initially estimated. That's great. Does it have to look so artificial? They want us to associate with their federation. We decline. We are perfectly happy being neutral. Thank you very much. Okay, so all of these guys are working on getting their repairs done. There we go. And you guys really should be heading to repair. There you go. Fantastic. The Juggernaut should be as well. And you can actually just start upgrading. There you go. Yeah, you'll be right here. That's fine. So all of these guys are currently repairing, or should be. Okay, let's get all of these, except for the Diamond Sufit, to go ahead and enter orbit of Haven Sky Station. Perfect. We did lose a couple of admirals, So we need one there, and we need one here. And let's go with aggressive. Excellent. We do have a new tradition available, and we are going to go ahead and take colonial viceroys. Nice. So all we need now is the Privy Council. Cool. So they're not coming through the L gate at this time. We're not sure where they were going, but it was not here. I want to dip in through the L gate here and just see what they've got going on over here. They straight up left. Now, we didn't finish the gateway construction site. I wonder if this is still ticking. That's going to be interesting to find out. We're going to need to bring in our construction fleet over here, of course. And the construction ship is going to come over here. There's no route. I disagree, but okay. So, I mean, we're going to take out this station, no problem. These guys are going to, for now, go sit in orbit of the L gate, and then our construction ship is going to come and build the starbase. There we go. Cool. So we're going to get that rebuilt. They'll come back eventually, but they took extreme losses. Granted, we took pretty heavy losses too, but really not that extreme of losses, all things considered. These fleets are now repaired, and we're going to take them all up and place them at the L gate. And they're going to reinforce slowly over time. That's completely fine. You have got to be kidding me. The Juvan Sovereign Planet States beat us here because of the pathfinding issue. That is incredibly rude. There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing at all. Because we couldn't path our construction ship to go here, they beat us. We're going to have to take it back eventually. Or here's an idea. Or we come over here and we say, you know what? Cool. You defend it from the Unbidden, then. We're just going to go chill at this gateway. We're not defending this. They'll probably lose it to the Unbidden again. That's the overall idea here. We're still going to be able to use the L gate. And we have the rest of the L cluster. So we're going to hope that the Unbidden come through there again and destroy that. That would be ideal. So let's let that happen. Let's check in on our colonies here quick. This Forge world requires jobs. We're currently full on minerals. We're going to sell off a bunch of those. I would like to put in a civilian industry here, but we don't actually need it. So I'm going to put in an industrial district to help our alloy replenishment situation. This agro world requires a job, and the solution here appears to me anyway. Well, actually, we're okay on food, but I do think that we want to have a bit more of a buffer on food, so we're going to put in some hydroponics farms there. And our capital, we need to resettle someone somewhere else. It kind of doesn't matter where. We'll do something kind of like that. So that's an agro world there, and this requires an upgrade then. We're going to replace the energy grid here with a hydroponics farm. Now, that's not going to help the job situation, but we can replace this research lab with an admin office. And once we get that upgraded, that'll fix that situation. It won't fix it immediately, but that's okay. So yeah, we are not defending terminal egress over here. Planetary C has been expanded. That's excellent. And we're going to just put in a city district here for the additional building slot. Cool. So we're building our starbase in the XT-81 Singularity. We're hoping that they lose terminal egress soon enough. They should, in theory. We also potentially want to upgrade our sentry hub. I feel like that would be a good thing to do to have more intel. So that would be nice. That would certainly be nice. For now, though, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to continue replenishing our fleet, and we're going to keep an eye on terminal egress to see if the Unbidden destroy this again. I really, really hope they do. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.